And now it is my pleasure to introduce the commencement speaker for the class of 2015. Mr. Jim Clegg was born and raised in Akron, Ohio, where he graduated from Akron North High School in 1975. He went on to attend the University of Akron, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts and Bachelor of Arts in Education. Jim has been a member of the Alliance High School faculty since 1986, where he has taught every grade level of English as well as speech, theater, and creative writing. Jim will be retiring at the end of this school year. He and his wife of 31 years, Julie, look forward to spending more time with their grandchildren. Now, I've talked to some of Jim's students, and I asked them for some adjectives to describe Jim. And some of those adjectives are, they said he's very passionate, they said he's funny, said he's random, and a little bit crazy. And that's usually a good, that combination usually makes a great teacher. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2015 commencement speaker as voted upon by the senior class, Mr. James Clegg.
Good afternoon and welcome parents, family, friends, administrators, and the Board of Education. A very special welcome to my wonderful fellow teachers and colleagues and our 2015 Alliance High School graduates who have graciously given me the opportunity to speak to you today. Graduation speeches tend to be full of advice. Good advice can be very useful, but giving advice can be very dangerous. Let us look at the example of the famous Greek philosopher Socrates. A little girl once wrote, "Socrates was a wise Greek philosopher who walked around giving people advice. They poisoned him." Before I get to the part of my speech where I risk death by poison, I would like to share a few things I call imponderables. These are the kinds of things that wake me up at 2:30 a.m. They are questions which seem to have no answer. If a word is misspelled in the dictionary, how would we ever know? Before they invented drawing boards, what did they go back to? If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it still number 2? Is there another word for synonym? If all the world is a stage, where is the audience sitting? When you think about it, isn't Disney World a people trap operated by a mouse? I'm going to use the body of my speech to share some thoughts about life, some conclusions that I have reached in my nearly 6 decades on this planet. I hope that you will carefully consider all of them and pick at least one to test out and see if you find it beneficial. In 2011, Mr. Al Eibel gave a wonderful graduation speech. I have absolutely no shame in saying that I have stolen some of his best ideas. One especially good idea that I am borrowing is the idea of limiting the number of points that I will be making, so that you will be able to count down and know when the end is near. My list will contain 6 brief pieces of advice. Number 1, read. Then read some more. Read for knowledge and read for pleasure. Read out loud to a child. Read quietly when you are all alone. Read something every day. Number 2, stay curious about everything. You live in a vast, amazing universe, and in a lifetime could never learn even a tiny fraction of what humans have learned about it. Set yourself the goal of learning one new thing every day. When feeling especially ambitious, shoot for 2. You will never regret this habit. It will help to keep life interesting. Number 3, every day, weather permitting, turn off the cell phone, tablet, computer, television, etc., and go for a walk. If possible, take that walk in a place where you can forget about the artificial human world and be surrounded by nature. Trees, plants, rocks, streams, birds, squirrels, snakes, salamanders. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "In the woods is perpetual youth. Walk, observe, pause, listen for the still small voice of nature. Try to hear what it has to teach you." Number 4, be aware of time, but not so much the seconds, minutes, hours, or even days. Look to the larger cycles. Stick out your tongue and taste the first snowflakes of winter. Smile when you see the first daffodils pushing up out of the earth in the spring. Get up early and find a good vantage point to watch the sunrise on the first glorious day of summer. Rake up a big pile of leaves in the fall and then jump into it. Don't forget the lessons of childhood. Number 5, be kind, be polite. Think about how much better life is when other people are kind and polite to you. Pay it forward. Number 6, try new things. Don't be afraid to try Greek food. It's really, really good. Seriously, try it. You'll never know how many cool, interesting things there are in the world if you don't take a risk every now and then. To the Alliance High School class of 2015, my congratulations and best wishes. I have had a wonderful career as a teacher, and I will always be grateful that you gave me this opportunity to share one last lesson with you. Thank you. Just one more thing. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets? I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. But now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
I'm supposed to go next. I think I'm just going to sit down and we can go with the graduates right now. I'm definitely not singing, all right? You do not want to hear that. But I do have a couple remarks that I'd like to finish up here with the class of 2015.